have a working stemmer function, passes all of our tests. We're going to talk about how to integrate that into our larger program. Here, I'm going to copy this bit of code because it works just fine. These are all the prefixes that need to be added to a word. Let's see if I can paste that in. Nope. Let's see if I can try to get that copied again. A little difficult to copy from the PDF. So another issue of trying to get in lots of text here into my program, I can have these as string literals. And here I decided to just simply list out the consonants, which is just fine. So I have my consonants, and then I'm going to concatenate them with these other string literals. And let's see, did I need to, yes, I need to add those into parenthesis. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting in parentheses these string literals so I can break them up over several lines. A couple different ways I could do that, but this seems to work. And then I will split all of that, all of these on spaces so that it will create two lists. So I have a list here, and then I'm creating another list here, and when you do the plus sign between two lists, you get a full one list. So if I say like foo, plus bar and baz, I will get one list of all of those together. So I'm creating two lists of the consonants and then of these consonant clusters, and I'm putting them into prefixes. And you know, I can just print prefixes, make sure that is what I expect. Let's run our program now with Rhymer, and I'll say cake. And it shows me that, yes, it's creating this list of all the prefixes, and here's cake. So rather than printing cake, let's print stemmer of cake, stemmer of the word that we're given. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, these are the prefixes, and this is the word that's been split into a leading consonant sound and the rest of the word. So how I show here that I've written stemmer. This is part of the reason why I wrote it this way. I've written stemmer so that I know I'm always going to get back the start of the word and the rest of the word. I could have written stemmer in such a way that it would throw an exception if it wasn't able to create, like say, find the rest of the word. But then I would have to handle an exception in my code. And I decided I would just simply write it so that I always get back this two-tuple, and then I can unpack it into the start and the rest. And it's when I have the rest of the word, that's when I'm going to be able to print these rhyming words. So I'm going to do that here. Instead of printing it, I'm going to unpack that into the start of the word and the rest of the word. Not reset, the rest. And then if I have the rest of the word, then I will print, you know, rhymes here. And then if I don't have it, then I'm going to print that it's going to be an F string, cannot rhyme args.word. And I can't remember if it needs a period at the end or not. What does it need? Apparently no period. So let's run that for a second. And if I run that, oops, I'm missing the final, oops, the final quote. All right, let's try that again. So I'm going to print the rhymes. Okay, so and if I, you know, give it redunzel, it cannot rhyme redunzel. Cool. So what I want to do is I want to add in all those prefixes to the rest of the word. So you know, I could. Well, the first thing I need to do is to create a list of the new words. So I could do that, you know, for instance, with a list comprehension. So P, I want to, so I could say for P in prefixes. So that's kind of the beginning of my for loop. So using those P, I want to create, I want to add P to the rest of the word for P in prefixes. Let's see what that looks like if I just think about that. Let me run that with cake. So it prints, I no longer want to print the prefixes. Those look good. So if I run with cake, it's printing all of these. If I run with an unrhymable word, it's telling me cannot rhyme, redunzel. So that is, those are the words, but I need to make sure that they're sorted. So I can do that with sorted. Let's make sure that looks okay. Sorted, oh, I need a parenthesis there. Cannot rhyme that. Let's run it with cake. So those are the words that are in sorted order. So I want to print them on individual lines. So I can say join that on new lines. And that looks like it's going to be good. Let's run test and see how we're doing on this. Let's see, it's not happy with take. So let's find out. Okay. So the problem is that it's printing 57, but it should only print 56. And the reason is because we haven't filtered out the prefix that is equal to the beginning. So if P is not equal to the start of the word. So again, we're showing how to use a list comprehension with a guard. So let me run that and see how it does. And now we're passing all of our tests.